Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Going to be a fairly short video today, I think, with all of the news events of things that have gone on here. Yeah, I have not had much done this week, been working on computers and whatnot. And for anybody who is watching this video at a later date, ICE agents murdered a man in cold blood in the streets of Minneapolis here, not far from where I am this past weekend. And needless to say, it's been a little rough around here. So anyway, not to get political, no matter what your views are, today we have on the bench a Ramsa power supply. This is a power supply for a mixing console. And nobody wants the big boards anymore. I've had this listed on eBay and Reverb for about a year and a half now, and no interest at all. And I want the chassis and these heat sinks. This would make a nice power amplifier chassis. So I thought it'd be fun to crack her open and take a look at what's inside of it. And then we're gonna strip down the chassis and whatnot. So let's just get into it here. This thing is spent most of its life in a nightclub, and I can tell you already it is full of nightclub funk. We need to get the funk out. Because he's got the club funk. And if you're wondering, this is one of my favorite tools. This is a Craftsman electric screwdriver. You can't get these anymore if you could find them. And when you put it down on something, it's got a light on it. You push the button, but if you don't turn it, it doesn't move. And if you, whichever way you twist your hand, it's motion sensing and it goes that direction. I just absolutely love the thing. All right, so let's see here. Oh yeah, he's got the funk, all right. Let's see if we can't scrape some of that off into the garbage can here. Oh yeah, juicy. You don't want to see what I'm doing here, because it's nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh. Yeah, if you could only smell it. Oh, and look inside of here. Look at the funk in there. It is just chock full of funk. Let's see here. Where can I? There we go. Here's my flashlight. There we go. It's a little bit better. Some big capacitors here. Look at that transformer. That's a unusual transformer. It's very long. It's an EI core transformer, but it's very long. And we've got I can't even, it's so dirty in there I can't even see what the transistors are. All right, let me see if I can get you a little bit better angle here. There we go. Oh, that's nasty. What do we have for transistors here? 2SC80, 2822, 2822, and SA something or another over here on the other side. Oh, that is just so disgusting. That is horrible. All right, let me get the vacuum cleaner out here and see if I can't get you guys some better light. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now you can see the funk. Okay, it's still not great, but it's better than it was. And it looks like this fan here has been added by somebody, or they replaced it. Something like that. These heat sinks are nice. Use those for other projects. So let's see here. How are we going to tear this down? Looks like maybe we pull the back panel off and we just start hacking things apart. All right, let's see what happens. Let's continue on back here. Oh, yeah. Boy, the artistry of whoever put this fan in here. They literally took the nuts and cut half of the nut off to get it to fit and had this sucker just jammed in there. Yeah. Look at all this gooey wonderfulness in here. Oh, oh, that's gross. Oh. We got the funk all right. Club funk. Disgusting. Who knows how many years this sucker's been in some club inhaling fog juice and cigarette smoke and whatever other kind of nastiness. Oh, the smell. Oh, yeah. Well, time to start chopping some wires here, seeing as we're not going to use any of this. So this can all just get hacked up. Would really like to be able to get the power out of here. Looks like it's going up over here. Can I see where the rest of it goes? Yep. Here, and there's the ground. Right in here. Look at that. Back panel off. It is just so much funk in there, it's actually rusting. Oh, yeah. Sucker should be deemed a toxic waste site. And I'm just going to cut these. Oh no, I cut the blue wire first. You always cut the red wire. It's gonna blow. And for anybody who's watching this is feeling sorry for this old unit, you had your chance. It's been listed for sale for a very long time with no takers. So, sorry. If you want the parts out of it though, send me a message. I don't know what's in here that anybody would actually want. Fuse blocks over here, transformer. Zip ties are just crumbling on this thing. I need a bath and Purell after this thing. Oh, it's just disgusting. I also have a JIS tip in here. Whenever you're working on Asian equipment, they often use JIS screws, which are a little bit different than Phillips screws. So, Durorex, 35 volt, 33,000 microfarad, made by Elna, right in the garbage can. I wouldn't trust those capacitors for anything. At this point, they're old, they're crusty, and they're not that expensive. If I was doing something, a new project or something, I would just use something else. These are just too old and funky. They're probably still good, but I wouldn't want to reuse them. Probably a horrible video. You guys can't see anything. Probably blocking every shot, but it's hard to do this leaning over a camera on a tripod. Durorex, same 35 volt, 33,000 microfarads, right in the garbage can. Oh, look at that yumminess in here. I once worked on some big power amplifiers that came out of a strip club, and I'll never do that again. Made a mistake of powering that up, and at that time my house was in, or my shop was in my house, and there is a definite certain smell to a strip club, and I couldn't get that smell out of my house forever. It took forever for that smell to leave. My friends would come over and go, "Why does it smell like a strip club in here?" That particular scent of bad perfume, alcohol, sweat, loneliness, and despair. It's a unique combination. That part just went ricocheted across the shop someplace. I'll never find it. There we go. Oh, a couple bridge rectifiers, some bubbled up caps, right in the garbage can. Yeah. I should have just taken this thing outside and taken a hose to it, but it does happen to be about -5 out right now. The joys of living in Minnesota in winter. That's just shop time. Can't reach those. That just gives us time in the shop. If it was summertime, then, you know, the 3.5 days of summer, you got to get out and enjoy it here in Minnesota. Ugh. She's a big girl. Oh, she's really heavy. What am I caught on here? Oh, ground wire still connected. Shoot. We have other wires? Yeah, we still got other wires connected over here. Ah, there we go. I'll bet you that sucker weighs a good 20 pounds or so. Oh, it's a really unique construction. I know I haven't got the best angle here, but look at how tall an EI cord that is. It's really an unusual transformer. Low profile, nicely copper wound. Of course, I have no schematics for this, so I don't know what any of the voltages are. But as this was mostly a low voltage power supply, a transformer probably doesn't have a heck of a lot of use for anything other than a battery charger. Okay, we're getting down there. Heck of a lot lighter, I'll tell you that much. Let's see if we can get this harness cut apart here. Oh, I'm throwing this fan away. Much lighter. Much lighter. Oh, it looks like the front panel's already ready to fall off. Let's see if we can help it. This thing's so disgusting, I'm not even sure I'm going to put these heat sinks and chassis back together. Oh, great shot. Wonderful shot. Let's see if we can move you back some. All right, what is, there we go. What is holding this on? Feels like I missed a screw. Did I miss a screw someplace? Or it's just held on by funk? It's just held on by funk. Can't believe the funk is that strong. Okay, I guess I got to take these two out. I guess this inside panel stays with it. Come on now. There we go. Front panel off. I don't know, I might be able to reuse this. Maybe I could put another like panel on here or something to cover most of this up. Yeah, it's got some bolt holes here for handles. Maybe I just bolt on a trim piece or something there. That might work. Inside panel with the power switch, LEDs, fuses, and down to heat sinks. Okay. Brackets loose there. My bench is never going to be the same after this. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, nice new blue bench mat. I got a replacement mat. I have a couple of anti-static grounding, mats, but they're used and old and full of holes and paint and ugliness, and so I didn't want to put them on the bench here. There's one heat sink. And oh, I just stuck my finger in the funk. Got my finger in the funk. And so I finally got around to ordering a new anti-static mat. I had tried using that cutting mat, which, it's not really good for electronics. And I found out that I would nuke up my food in the microwave there, and when I would set the hot plate down on the cutting mat, it would warp it, and I could never get it to go back flat again. So that was very annoying. Oh, heatsink over here has got a post. Oh, forget it. Just cut the damn thing. There. Okay. Oh, that is disgusting. That is just disgusting. Scrape most of this off into the garbage can here. Still disgusting. Picking up funk off the floor now. Okay, we have some heat sinks here with voltage regulators on them. Looks like we have some diodes here. Some, oh, they're 2922s, of course. It's a common transistor. Funk. Boards aren't in too bad a shape. My hands are so covered in funk that I can't even operate the GoPro. The camera doesn't recognize my fingers. Well, maybe I'll save the 2922s off of that. MT200 devices, genuine Sanken MT200 devices are kind of hard to find. Because if you find them today, they're counterfeit. But that's a nice heatsink for our amplifier project. Nice and big. Which that's what I'm after more than anything. So, all right, there's one. One more. Of course, nowadays, a power supply of this type would be, you know, this big in one little switch mode type supply. That's difficult to get to that screw there. And one more board with a 2SA1216, which I think is the complement to that. That must have been from the negative supply. So I'm going to save those. And we have another heatsink. Yay! Okay. Nothing left to do but clean up. I won't bore you with that. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Let's hope for some better days coming up here. Nothing to do but clean up, but thanks guys for tuning in, and see you next week.